Let me... 1 second, let me just do this. Just checking achievements. Ooh, I need 19 more shield rush kills. Now, where the fuck am I going? Here, I guess. Yeah, we'll go there. I'm gonna break this now. Wait, why did I get to spend 100 ability points? I just got the achievement for spending 100 ability points. I have not done that at all. Weird. That's strange, not complaining, but also weird. I'm at 90 apparently for the rush job. That's interesting. Like if it wants to speed up me getting achievements, I'm not necessarily going to complain, but it is weird. Go. Now you come up here. I'm not gonna go down there. All right, here we go.
Worst I've ever seen is take the nail. End of the world.
So I can't let the hiss take the nail.
I feel like we just
Not
can't
a
let the...
problem.
Yeah, I feel
I
like we
know how to
should
handle them.
let the hiss have anything. Oh, goody. One of these assholes. Let's see what's down here. Let's see. Dearest Mr. Talbot, the heartiest congratulations for achieving something that few others have, considering my curiosity thoroughly yours. For who wouldn't be intrigued when the United States government claims to need an expert spelunker to explore the depths of a cave the likes of which no man has ever seen? A subterranean channel beneath the very heart of New York City is fascinating in and of itself. I've explored every cave system from Kentucky to Kathmandu, but I found a formation below America's own Big Apple's welcome surprise. You are certainly building grand expeditions. Don't let me down. I have decided to come and see this mystifying cave myself. My assistant will be in touch with details of my arrival. As requested, I will avoid making an announcement to the press, but I cannot guarantee that my travels will slip past there unnoticed. The world is always waiting for word of Robert Ricardo's next grand endeavor. Such is the burden of a globe-trotting man of adventure such as myself. Such is the way of adventure. Keep exploring, Bob Ricardo.
Days since entry day, the name of our historic arrival to the oldest house. Morale is long dead, and its corpse is starting to smell. My research staff complain of a presence watching them. Many have suffered nervous fits. Some were evacuated. In cheerier news, I've made some new friends. I met them while exploring the deeper caves. They're hard to describe, but imagine avant-garde sculptures of humans. I call them the id. They aren't hostile. In fact, they're polite and quiet, which is more than I can say for my colleagues. Most id are shy, but a few are quite curious. While I sat taking notes, one came to look at my sketches. I offered him my pencil, but that spooked it. What are the id? Residents? Prisoners? They remind me of the golems from Kabbalistic texts, or a type of homunculi. I know I shouldn't, but I gave them names. There's Hercules, Adam, Lilith, Copernicus. Mabel is the bravest. They're a funny bunch.
Yep, got the loop. Alright, back to this place with the asshole. Oh my. Where's the sniper? Okay. There we go. Let's just go up here, away from that thing. Is it fighting? Fighting an enemy down there again. Interesting. I'd always assumed they were part of the hiss, but they're not. Oh. This...
I need a ranger sent to this location stat.
Let's put him down!
Come along, my friend. Try not to fall in the hole.
Fine, you know.
There we go. Oh boy. Let's take a look around. Is there anything? There's a box. go.
Another etching.
And that'll bring me back here after I go out of this one and make sure there's nothing in this room.
Hello? Board, are you there?
Is that the fucking tentacle thing I fought?
Okay, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, why is...
Wait, I'm back here?
I mean, I can get the other power now?
Wasn't my idea. Blame the eyeball. Former. Yeah, we've had our differences. But it is giving me something you won't.
I figured I'd be getting both. Interesting to think that it's not the board giving it to me.
I don't like you deciding what I can't have.
True. I'm the director. Can't tell me what not to do. Come at me, bro.
I'm getting pretty tired of being jerked around the astral plane.
Yeah.
If you're listening, I want some answers.
Hello, giant eyeball thing.
Hi there. It was nice of you to give me something the board wouldn't. What are you getting out of it? So I'm just supposed to believe you're a particularly charitable, whatever you are? Hungry? I mean, yeah, actually, I'd love a sandwich or something. That's not what you meant, was it? Are you part of the board? Or used to be? Okay, so you split because the board blamed you for... Gotta be easier to play charades. Do I need to rescue someone? I don't know what I expected. Listen, this has been great, but I have to go. Thanks for your help, and, stay out of trouble.
What was Former trying to tell me about the board? Should I trust either of them?
I mean, I wouldn't trust them either way. Well, the board is clearly interested in making sure the world is not destroyed by, you know, this shit. Former also is being helpful for some reason that we yet to understand. Box. Astral spikes are metastructural entities found in the astral plane. Their existence is first confirmed when a single spike traveled into our dimension through the mind of an astronaut. See report for details, Agent Gibson. Astral spikes seem to exist beyond our dimension's physical laws. They do not resemble any living creature or animate object we have yet encountered. They are even dissimilar to astral copies, despite the fact they both originate from the astral plane. Spikes are immensely dangerous, emanating a wavelength that disrupts all organic and inorganic matter in their immediate vicinity, with catastrophic results. Discerning the nature of this wavelength has been difficult for obvious reasons, but the parakinesiology department continues to investigate. Refer to file for full report. Alright. 2 places I need to go. One closer than the other. Cool, got those got my health and energy maxed out.
If it isn't my favorite director. The Rangers found a section of the containment sector in the caves, but no house shifts occur down here. Strange.
How did the Hiss get into the Foundation?
Same way we did, I imagine. But you need to remember that the Hiss are the embodiment of persistence. Their nature seems to be one of force, to find every possible vulnerability and exploit it. Their only goal is consumption.
I'm sure there's plenty of goodies for them down here. The nail, for instance.
If the Hiss could corrupt the nail, I'm sure they would have by now. It must not interest them in its broken state. They could be distracted by the numerous unknown paranatural materials I'm sure are lying around. These are the roots of the oldest house. The Hiss will find plenty of ways to make trouble.
They're pretty good at that. So you've never heard of the Foundation, huh?
I've never even seen the name referenced. Clearly it's highly classified, but for what reason? The problem with these kinds of closed-off hidden areas is that they were likely sealed for good reason. But now no one is left to tell us what that reason was.
Any guesses why the Bureau would hide something like this?
I only know what I've observed. This place is spatially rigid, which means it doesn't shift like the rest of the oldest house. And before you ask why that is, I have to admit that I'm clueless. There's some signal interfering with my equipment, making it hard to get a clear reading. It's being emitted from the floor. Maybe I should have brought a jackhammer.
The astral plane is already taking chunks out of this place, Emily. Let's not add to it. So let me get this straight. The astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation.
Correct.
And that's happening because the nail is damaged.
I'd say it's a bit more than damaged, but yes, that is my understanding.
So what's the connection between the nail and the astral plane?
It's a good question. See, I always pictured objects of power as strings between our plane and the astral. If the nail has a similar relationship, then maybe it's more accurate to think of it like plumbing. Now that the nail is busted, sewage is gushing everywhere.
Not the prettiest metaphor.
I should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself.
Just want to check again. Really want to try and get these achievements done. Well, I got the shield bash one done. And I got he gave me the one that I didn't even get. Interesting. Still have to find hidden locations. I gotta complete all the missions of Foundation. I've only completed one so far. 17 more kills for the shit is harpened, and then finding all the collectibles. Most of these aren't too bad, actually. I'm so close, yet so far. Don't need this one equipped anymore. Curious with it on there, like how strong is it? Yep, I will definitely need to pull those out. Damn, that was instant. That thing hit instantly. gonna be a fight here, right? Has to be. There we go. Figured there'd be a fight here. There was not. Maybe if I pass back through here sometime, the enemies might spawn. Here's a fight.
Director Faden here. I need a ranger dispatched to my position.
Reinforcements are here!
My house. In the middle of my house. Bring on the fight. You let me summon a ranger. That means there's a fight. Come on. On the history of the oldest house has revealed much to me during my months in the Foundation, but many questions remain. Primarily, the tree etchings bewilder me. What is their significance? If the house has changed shape over its lifetime, as I theorize, then this tree its first form? I've set a team to Swarsman Building in search of the pre-settlement accounts of the Manhattan Island. From those, I discovered the single relevant line, and there I found a tree not known to me, the devil twisted within its bark. The line taken from the fact that certain American cultures believe some trees would offer wisdom and guidance is indeed interesting. However, it's hardly firm evidence, and though I'm not bound to the oldest house, I remain a man of science. Of course, there are numerous ancient beliefs regarding these trees: Yggdrasil, the Tree of Knowledge, Yaxmichi. Some cultures offered blood sacrifices to trees, while others claimed trees endowed chosen individuals with inhumane powers. Do New York City's many murders act as sacrifice to the old house? Does the house have a chosen champion? Is it me? No water. Oh, what'd you say? Don't touch. Touch. I'm the director. I can touch whoever's locker I want to touch. On the pyramid and geometry. I've been going through the library researching pyramids and triangles, and if that shape does relate to the Board of Northmore says, then perhaps the predecessors in the occult can offer some insight through its geometric knowledge. The esotericism and the triangle is closely associated with the Holy Trinity and three other part concepts. That's a weird mouthful. Weird. Past, present, future, mind, body, spirit. Interesting, the term board also implies multiple parts. Upright triangles in Judeo-Christian imagery indicates ascent into the rational divine realm. Inverted signifies a descent into the corporeal human. Naturally, the ascent is masculine, the fall is feminine, Adam and Eve. But that's just a bit of old-world patriarchy. In 1964 now, we're past the silliness. If only. Considering the above, what does the inverted triangle tell us about the board? It's clearly not corporeal or human. Perhaps they wish to be, or they once were. The likeliest answer is simple, that the theological imagery cannot help us define alien entities. But still, the pyramid seems significant. Shapes have power, and clearly so does the board. Touch.
Is this a Bureau ID badge? Looks so old. Hope will definitely want to see this.
Fast travel to Pope and then back here. Sure there's nothing on top of these buildings. Let's see, she's at Crossroads.
Jesse, you're back. So did you find anything noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or, more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s.
Better than baseball cards.
Hey, the one you found is different than mine. It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do. But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research. From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found. I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. Look, keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
5 it is.
Don't be a stranger.
Back to the warehouse. Time to find some ID cards. Gotta get access to that super secret lab. With super secret things in it.
Weird place to leave an ID card, but okay. Another ID card for a cartographer.
Cartography.
28 days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name. I'm too tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Per orders, me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research Father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar where Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base. Ley lines, dragon roads, Hylogalinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the lay junctions. That's the idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
Weird. There we go. Yeah, open that up. Or don't. Hello. What's this? On invention of power core. After numerous attempts, I finally found a way to intercept and contain the ambient energy of the ley lines in a kind of non-Aristotelian battery I've dubbed the power core. I admit it was difficult capturing an energy I can barely measure, much less the interact with. Luckily, it seems the porous stone of the Foundation's caverns possesses such conductive qualities. Using stone flakes with copper wire, my cores collect significant power. My early prototypes collect too much, but in fact, when I've since reinforced the container. And yet, I don't know yet what the repercussions of tapping into this power field. As precaution, these devices should not be taken outside the house. Ideally, the Bureau should no longer need to rely on typical energy sources. In my greatest feat of engineering yet, I've always had an interest in invention, and with creativity that, if allowed, set forth in the firm boundaries of logic and physics. Father never approved calling it a mundane science. With that in mind, I've dedicated the invention to Theodore Ashe Sr. May he scowl in peace. Go up again.
Entry day plus 51. Northmore has ordered an all-hands search for objects similar to the surface weapon. He claims there are more in the house, though I don't see how he's so certain. He keeps strangely talking about joining greater causes, and frequently mentioning the pyramid. After pressing him, he finally described this pyramid to me. Inverted, black, mathematically perfect. Oddly enough, Adam and the other id have shown me numerous inverted triangles painted on the cave walls. Surely there's a connection, but I don't see it yet. As far as occult symbols go, triangles are by no means rare. Flood, Levi, Kroll, they used that shape like it was going out of fashion. Standing on their base, triangles signify stability and strength. Inverted on their points, they represent conflict and stagnation. Of course, the orientation is just a matter of perspective. Looking at the pyramid from below gives you one, from above another. Northmore says he looks up at the inverted pyramid. I have to wonder, is anyone standing over it, looking down?
That's actually a good point. If it was, it'd probably be the board. Oh, it just keeps going. Okay. What was there a note up there? One shot at me from over here, didn't they? Not as good. Let's see if you can dodge this. Never mind. I don't have to keep shooting you. There we go. Just lower that down faster.
Who should I be listening to? Weird entity A or neither? Let's just stay the course for now. The Bureau's in danger. We know we need to repair the nail. The astral plane won't break reality on my watch.
Note, per archival mandates 8.A, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. Details. The retrieval material is subject to the Failstrom's array configuration 74-B, but the tests have halted as the matter began to physically elude the equipment. Attempts to constrain the element was made, but under further stress it became vaporous. The researchers suffered corrosive injuries prior to their deaths. The child victims of Meteor Hill recounted the material enveloping them in a pleasant manner upon making contact, but then discovered that they were screaming. Bodily changes were perceived immediately: deformities, loss of pigment in the skin and hair. Mental symptoms surfaced in subsequent examinations: confusion, heightened aggression. The Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions gave the statements claiming the incident had caused a debris of poorly made Russian satellites, with the public accepted with no complications. The children have been sent to the Bureau's recuperation facility to receive help and away from society. Making sure there's nothing up there. Oh, for fuck. And more of those. That's everything that's here. There's a hiss note up there. On the floor etchings, the exploration of the Foundation resulted in yet another mystery, a fascinating series of etchings on large stone tablets. The tablets themselves are likely not native to the Foundation, seeing as they're slabs of sedimentary stone, quite different from the cave's categorization-defying rock. This placement and form are also too intentional to be naturally occurring, but who braved this place to carry them in, and for what purpose? A discovery of 5-point microentanglement between the tablets, with the pillar at its center. This likely seems to extend beyond the level of consciousness to some astral realm, but I cannot detect. If Norfolk's board somehow tied to all of this, the etching of these tablets is similarly curious. They differ from cave paintings in the style and technique, so are clearly not on the same origin. Are they the visual narration of some event, or do they indicate intent on a wish, a plan? It only seems consistent with a tree and a pillar, but sizes are either so inconsistent, but what does it signify? I'm missing key pieces to the puzzle, and it's likely I'll never find them. Oh, it is dark as fuck in here now. How do I get that one? Guess I need to press this button? Will that actually give me an opening? Give me an opening. I guess that's how we do it. There we go. All right. Not sure why exactly I needed to come all the way up here, though. I guess this was not upper warehouse. This one more up. It was just a floor with an elevator access that it wasn't actually a floor. Oh, see, that's always nice to see.
There's the etching.
That was a long way down. Okay. Having those two and the disappearing one is really annoying. Seriously speaking, I should have just thrown stuff at them. That would have been much faster. Rip. Well, I only need to kill 5 more sharpened ones. And then I'll have that achievement done. Your favorite current director. And to be fair, I do need both tools. There we go.
They sure changed their tune all of a sudden.
Yeah, and like, to be fair, they said I shouldn't have both, but like I kind of needed both to be able to get everywhere.
Overthinking this whole board former thing. They can sort out their own business so long as it doesn't get in my way.
Yep, exactly.
Obsessing over these problems is something Trench would do. But I've got my intuition. And you.